about our rotation. Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
A lot of moving parts, you're right. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Martin on the wing. He's joined there by Miller. Then it's Williams. Then there's LaMelo Ball. There's the pick to the inside. Miller. Good work defensively by Bain. And David Aldridge spoke with Quinn Snyder. David?
In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. The kick out to Ball. Clock at 6. From outside the arc, and another 3 for Charlotte.
And not just the score, Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against Houston. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Young for 3, and the rebound goes to Martin.
Not quite enough defense that time around, just lucky he was off.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
And you look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Young. They could use a bucket. Again, Young missing.
They are. Oh, for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 5 now.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged 25 points per game last season, 10 assists and 2 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yeah, their entire system would look different if they didn't have this guy to depend on. Well, they missed their first 4 shots, but finally able to get one on the board. Sometimes you just need to see that first one go down.
Pick by Williams to the middle. Charlotte moving it around. 5 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get a shot. And it's Martin missing. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against Brooklyn.
You know what, though? Not only did they get to the free throw line a lot, but they converted at a high clip.
And converting free throws at a high rate, that's what you want to see as a coach.
It's blocked. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Trey Mann, he's checked in for Cody Martin. Here's Murray. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the score. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Williams against Johnson. Williams, that's good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The Hawks trail by 8. Young with the ball. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, and how about his assist numbers, too? He was their offense. He was just doing everything out there.
defended by Young. Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Capella with a screen on Miller. 5 on the clock. Bay passes to Capella. Oh, that's blocked. Capella covering. Here's Mann, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Make some noise for your ATL dancers.
Atlanta making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Williams, he's checked in for Charlotte. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He had 10 points in the win against Brooklyn. Hey, no good.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Pass to Mann. He's covered by Bogdanovich. 4 on the shot clock. Nifty move. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 6.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
For 3, Murray. The Hornets pull it in. Capella covering. On the wing, Mann. Pass to Williams. Here's Mann. Here is Williams. Buries it from 3-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Sinks that one from the post.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Hornets now. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Yeah, I think Murray is at his most effective when he's focused on creating plays for others.
There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Mann with it. Bogdanovich on him. Just 5 on the clock. Good on the three-point shot.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Hawks. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year ago. Not their proudest moment.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Down low. Releases. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Jalen Johnson comes in for Hunter. Bays checked in for Griffin. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Ball runs point with Martin out on the wing. Then there's Brandon Miller. Then it's Mark Williams. Murray outside. Now Capella. Johnson outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Charlotte leading by 19 points. Yep, it counts. He's got 17.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Johnson surveying the floor. Elbow shot is on the way, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Pass the ball. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Pulls up. Bay pulls it in.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. And a guy whose stand brings a lot of energy to the floor, Saddiq Bey.
Yeah, Kevin, you really like all the intangibles with him. Hard-working guy, confident, tough, great guy to have in your organization and in your rotation.
Back to Miller. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Bay. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. To the paint.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Williams. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Trae Young. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Grant Williams is checked in for Williams. Outside Bogdanovic. 1:41 left to play in the first half.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
He's covered by Bogdanovic. Pass the ball. Lets it go. Rebound, Atlanta.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots. And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Miller outside. On the wing, Williams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Clint Capella.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Hornets have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Atlanta making a switch here. Buffkin's checked in. Miller against Bay. Here's Buffkin. For three, Murray. Miss number 6 for him. He's made 2 of his 8 attempts. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass the ball. Martin with it. No good. Murray with the defensive effort. Johnson with it to end the cold streak. Good on the triple. Johnson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, they came at you offensively. So what has to change for you defensively?
Well, a lot, obviously, with everybody on the floor. You know, they're capable of doing this, but we're not. It's just too easy.
Got to tighten things up as we go along. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Charlotte Hornets.
They've kept the ball moving. No one's trying to be a hero, and you see the results.
Yeah, they're just not slinging it around. They are passing with a purpose.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
Looking at Atlanta, they started the season.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, "Can you believe that?"
Number 30.
The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. And it's Bay in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Murray, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Back to Williams. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Murray looking around. Pass to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bay. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter.
Not a great start to this second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
You know, these last few years, Stan, Atlanta has been outstanding on the offensive end. But boy, have they struggled on defense.
Yeah, and I just don't know if they can go to where they want to go unless they can just develop at least an average defense, and they haven't even been close to that.
And I know we've not seen a champion who is only one or the other. I mean, you've got to be a little bit of both, correct?
Yeah, Kevin, most of our champions, as you know, have been in the top 10 in both offensive and defensive rating.
Charlotte leading by 23. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Stats for Martin. Last season's performance for him averaged 7 points per game, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench, always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
Pass to Murray. Back to Johnson. Miller against Bay. Now Murray. The Hawks again can't hit. Outside Martin. Williams with the ball. Charlotte moving the ball around. Knocks down the 3 ball. 27 points for him.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Young outside, launches it, buries the long-range jumper. That's 7 points for Trae Young.
One of the best from deep. Trae Young with the emphatic 3.
And stolen by Murray. Kicks it out to Johnson. Murray outside. Capella with a screen on Martin. Wide open look here for Murray. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Murray's got 10 points.
Yeah, great job there allowing the play to develop. Murray so poised and creative.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Johnson. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And last season, Jalen Johnson saw a huge leap in playing time and his production.
Yeah, look, he was one of the most improved players in this league. You know, came in as a great athlete, but then has really learned how to play the game, how to get to high percentage shots, how to get on the glass, and especially how to defend.
Yeah, his improvement has been off the charts.
Sure has.
Just sticking with it there. Ball's rebounding is so important to this team.
Murray outside. Back to Young. Pass to Bay. Johnson for 3. The shot, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
There's the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. And here's Bay. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it, and he's able to get it back. Launches a 3, hits it from 3-point range. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players, but with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. Capella kicks to Young. Murray outside. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Hornets have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And Miller throws it down hard.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Pass to Bay. Bay sets a screen. Murray, no good.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Jalen Johnson. Griffin's checked in for Sadiq Bey. And it's Bogdanovich in for Trae Young. Trey Mann, he's checked in for the Hornets. Smith comes in for Ball.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
To the left side wing. Smith outside. Man in the corner. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
33 points for him.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Right side, Bogdanovich. Swiped away and stolen by Okongwu. They get it back. Outside for Griffin. Okongwu with a screen on Miller. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. Atlanta again missing. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Hands it from downtown.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Murray, the pass to Bogdanovich. Takes a 3. He's off on that one.
All the energy is on the other spot right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platform.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we present our player of the game.
inches. That is where you live. See that? Textbook. I'm all in. Someone had to do it. instant cash. Long-term investments? Tell me it's not NFTs. Everyone behind me, it's go time.
Participant engagement makes our leadership team smile. Visit your local gas station for Rick Fair Fire.
Time to mow this ugly lawn. Needed some room to operate.
Good news and bad news. Bad news is Rick moved business.
Woof, that is nasty. I'm a wood chipper for you freaks. Picked up the spare. Keep it up. Momentum's good. jaw. Always aim for the noggin.
Coming right up, the Hornets take... Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action. Well, the center position is obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
Do you believe, BA, that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple of weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on it.
So a look at our starters for the Heat. Rozier and Hero in the backcourt. Bam Adebayo is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Butler in at the 3. Now here's Rozier. Launches a 3. That one doesn't drop. Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Charles Lee. Allie, what do you have to offer?
I asked him outright if he had a plan for Tyler Hero. Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, quote, "We just have to cause problems for him on defense. Hand in the face, crowd him. Anything to discourage him from taking shots. So he hopes they can keep Tyler quiet by hassling him all night long." Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Down low. Martin, the pass to Miller. Right side, Williams. 4-3. Sinks it from distance. 6 points for him.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Hero outside. To the inside. Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big bam.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Bridges, a screen on Miller. Here's Butler. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
Pass the ball. And Charlotte, another 3.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Rozier, pass to Butler. They set a pick. Beyond the arc. And it's Martin with the rebound. Charlotte's gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Cody Martin. 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
Now here's Rozier. He picked up 10 in his last game. Hero against Martin. From the top of the key, he can't get it to go.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Pass the ball. Williams, a screen on Adebayo to the paint. And stolen by Bridges. Rozier looking around. Butler against Williams. And is blocked. From 11 feet away. And Ball gets it to go.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's Bridges. After the basket by Charlotte. Pass to Adebayo. Will it go? Bridges outside. Shot clock at 5. Over Williams. And again, no good by Miami. Charlotte leading by 11. Now here's Ball. Here's Miller. Sinks that one from the post.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Butler's shot is good.
And that's how you share the ball. They got what they wanted, and Butler put the finishing touches on it.
Fires from the wing. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Heat trail by 12. Now Rozier. He's scoreless. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Shoots from the elbow. Hornets with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
They really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Man, he's checked in for Charlotte. Smith comes in for Martin. Jaquez is checked in for Miami. Allen comes in for Hero. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, the Hornets. 15-point game. Inside. And finished off by Adebayo.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
You know, he's 6'9". Brent, would you call Bam Adebayo a small ball center?
If you were standing in front of him, D.A., would you do that? I don't know if I want to do that. I want to ask Bam what he wants to be called, whether it's center or forward. It doesn't really much matter. This guy can play both ends of the floor and can dominate a game. He's got great strength, great length, continues to grow his game.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Bridges outside. A minute 37 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Adebayo. The three ball. Can't hit that one. Charlotte leading by 16. To the middle. Here's Ball. No luck on that one. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. Allen, left side. Let's go with a three. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. This, their first look at this year's Miami squad.
And these two teams will face off against one another 4 times. It should be fun.
And guys, this first meeting always sort of sets the tone for how the rest of the season series will play out. For teams that know each other this well, this initial game is a big one.
So it's Miami now. After the basket by Charlotte. Adebayo. There's the block. Butler covering. There's the drive.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Allen outside. Bridges outside. Allen outside. 6 to shoot. To halt the run. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Inside. Here's Smith. The rebound by Allen. Pass to Bridges. Takes the three. And Allen gets it to go on the assist by Bridges. Allen's got 6 points. It could go. And that's not going to go. And so it's Charlotte up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to look at the result for Miami. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Jovic. Jimmy Butler comes in for Robinson. And it's Rozier in for Hero. Setting the floor for Miami. They've got Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Terry Rozier, and it's Allen in at the 2 guard. Pass to Butler. And all around the rim that time before dropping. He has 7.
A guy like Butler will do whatever he has to find points. He always makes the effort out there on the floor.
Counted from distance.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Jaquez no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
It's Martin on the wing. Here's the 3. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight for him.
Rozier with a screen on Martin. Here's Butler. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Williams has checked in for Charlotte. Brandon Miller comes in for Man. Miles Bridges checked in for Miami. Hero comes in for Allen. Pass to Hero. Screen by Bridges. Puts it up. Again, the Heat misses.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Williams on the wing. And here's Ball. Off target with the 3. Heat trail by 17. Rozier, the pass to Butler. Lets the 3 fly. Hornets with the rebound. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. Down low. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
And look at Ball take off. Love seeing him use his athleticism to slam it home.
Miller against Butler. Out to Bridges. Rozier outside. Screen by Bridges. Rozier, a good look. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Rozier's gotten 4 this quarter.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
It goes on Bam Adebayo.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
Both good from the line that time. 19 seconds left in the first half of this one. Hero for 3. Gets it to go. 3 makes 9 attempts.
3 points.
In that time, Tyler Hero just so quick on the pull-up. Defense could not recover.
Knocks down the triple. 33 points for him.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Hornets out in front, up 19. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Taking a look at Charlotte, when you come out rocking with 2 straight wins, you're feeling good.
Yeah, got to keep that out of your head, though. Each game.
And moving on now to that first half. Tough sledding so far for the Heat.
Yeah, their defensive effort.
That's it for us.
end with a big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Heat trail by 19. Martin and Miller filling out the wings. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then there's Grant Williams. That's the Hornets 5. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Stolen by Bridges. Rozier against Ball. Got a hand on it.
You gotta love the hustle from Ball. Great job rising up to send it back.
Williams on the wing. To the inside. And stolen by Adebayo. Rozier from outside. The shot no good.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And Rozier pulls it down. And so it's Rozier who brings it up for the Heat. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Butler. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it.
The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Hero outside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Brett, the Heat always looking to compete year in, year out.
Well, for good reason. This team takes a lot of pride in giving themselves a chance every year. And the way the front office conducts their business is they believe they can put together the type of roster that is going to go out there and take care of things to put them in position to be successful.
Williams finds Miller. Fires the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 36 points.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And here we have last season's best free throw shooting teams. 5th, the Heat.
Well, it was a big focal point for them last season, making good on their trips from the free throw line.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Pass to Hero. This one for 3. Unable to get that one. Charlotte leading by 20. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed to the paint. Pounded by Rozier. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Ball from behind the arc. And Hero grabs the board. Heat trail by 20. Outside Butler. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Miller. The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Pass to Martin. To the inside. Pure from three-point range.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. Well, Brent, you've won championships, but you've also been on some bad teams. What's that experience like?
Well, B.A., very kind of you to remind me of that, although the therapy has paid off, so I'm doing just fine. When you are experiencing seasons that aren't going as successful.
Good! Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game.
And as Adebayo's career is moving forward, he's developing into a more consistent scorer.
Miami's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. From about 16, and no good.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. And for the Heat, they're shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Hero, no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the lines. Man, he's checked in for Charlotte. Jaquez is checked in for Miami. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Nice job to recognize the lack of D in that medium range area.
Brent, you think about Jimmy Butler. Great in the regulars. Connects again from distance.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. Miami calls timeout. Three, Bridges. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Miller's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass the ball. Rebound Miami. They host the Pistons after this one. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. For 3, Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo. Bridges has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Outside Jaquez. Bridges outside. Takes a 3. Bridges can't get that one to fall.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Williams. That 3's off the mark. Miami has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Looking to get back on track. That shot, no good.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Fires the 3, and again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Now it's a 4-way tie between himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Damian Lillard.
Hero, no good.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
To end the run, and he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Butler's gotten 4 this quarter.
And attacking and playing with intensity, Jimmy Butler, a ferocious competitor.
Lets it go from deep. Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget.
Yeah, amazing indeed. 14 triples alongside Captain Clay Thompson, that is. Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Bridges outside. To the wing, right side. Adebayo finds Butler. Clock at 6. Here's Hero. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets ahead by a mile with a 38-point lead at the end of the period. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. And time to present our player of the game.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA. Early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the NBA very much open-ended.
An early win streak could really boost the team's outlook, kind of define their direction. So I expect to see them keep the intensity up. So we should be in for a fun one.
Here are the five for the Raptors. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Grady Dick. And it's Olynyk in at the center position. Now, here's Olynyk. Not too proud of his numbers in that game against the Nuggets, that's for sure. Barnes can't get it to go. Barnes against Williams. Martin dishes to Williams. And that one, good.
Strong take by Williams against pretty good defense.
Here's Toronto now. 4-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, they seem to be forcing things out there, trying too hard, pressing. When you do that, the turnovers pile up quickly.
Traps in the tray. He has 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Barrett, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thanks, David. Recently, the Raptors made moves, Greg, to add some Canadian-born talent to their roster.
They traded for R.J. Barrett and Kelly Olynyk, two guys that represent Canada in international play, and were both born in Toronto, now playing for their hometown team. I like their focus coming in, terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Quickly. He's coming off a 19-point game against Denver.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
There's the triple. It's rebounded by Barrett. Charlotte, their last game, a win against Miami. Shot to stop the run. Yep, that one goes in there.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Raptors trail by 11. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Season power rankings, of course, a lot should change over the course of the year, but this is where we stand now. Let's take a look at Dallas. They're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
Seeing where the Hornets are,
They love the situation they're in right now, playing very well, but looking ahead, they know there's still a lot left to prove.
Now here's Barnes. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game. And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Quickly looking it over. Here's Olynyk. Puts the move on. That one drops for him.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
And here's Charlotte. They're on an 18-7 run. The offensive rebound. The three. Drains the three-pointer. 16 points for him.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
That's tipped.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Three-pointer and another three for Charlotte. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle steps for the Hornets.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
And here's Miller. After R.J. Barrett hitting the three.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. If you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Ball with a wide open look. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Pass to Barrett. Dick with it. 6 to shoot. from downtown. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserve.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Changes. Trey Mann comes in for Martin. And Smith subbed in for Ball. And Toronto will go for a different look here. And so Brown will bring it up for Toronto. A steal. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. And he makes good on the way. He's got 26.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now, here's Barrett. His last outing with 20 points. And again, Toronto no up. Charlotte leading by 23. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on the quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
1:27 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Brown. No one near Boucher as he lets it go. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's Williams. Inside. Smith kicks to Williams. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. In the corner, Smith with it. Shot clock at 6. Back to Miller. Here's the 3. Boucher with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Boucher. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's blocked. Smith surveying the D. Down low. And Miller throws it down hard.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Outside Barrett. From the arc. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Hornets have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, the offense...
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Martin on the wing. He's joined there by Miller. Then it's Williams. Then there's LaMelo Ball. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. On the wing, Barnes. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Charlotte leading by 12. Pass to Williams. O'Neal against Miller. Now here's Williams. Outside, Ball. Fires for 3. It's good from long range. 32 points in the game.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Raptors trail by 15. Barnes outside. Pass to Olynyk. To the inside. Brown and Ball with the block.
No, sir. Get it out of here. LaMelo using that long reach to deny that shot.
Oh, good on the triple. Toronto's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's Barnes. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Williams gets the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
To the middle. Here's Merrill. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists in the game. Hornets leading by 15. Here's Miller. Lets it go with the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Toronto's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's Barnes. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And eventually every player GA has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Grant Williams is checked in for Williams. Pass to Dick. Shoots the 3. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
From past the arc. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so here's Toronto. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then and so did a lot of other teams.
We got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. So you've got to start somewhere. The win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Over in the corner, Williams. Miller, the pass to Martin. Clock at 4. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Tipped away. Stolen by Ball. Pass to Miller. Beyond the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Now here's Barnes. He's guarded by Williams.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And so it's Charlotte sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute.
You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Charlotte Hornets.
I think they...
Thanks for joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And so quickly, we'll bring it up. For Toronto. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Grady Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Olynyk in at the 5, home in the paint.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Pass to Williams. Outside, Martin. Here is Miller. Shoots it up. And there's another one for the Hornets.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Barnes against Williams. Shoots from the baseline. And the Raptors miss again.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Pass to Dick. To the paint. Here's Olynyk. Off target at the rim.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Down low. Here's Miller. It's rebounded by Barrett.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Quickly the pass to Olynyk. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Covered by Barnes. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
And the Raptors call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Now we get a chance to check out some numbers for Scotty Barnes. Last season, he played outstanding. He put up about 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
And the Raptors miss again.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. But not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Barrett dishes to Barnes. Over Williams. And again, Toronto no up.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Quickly kicks to Barrett. Toronto working the ball around now. Nobody near Barnes. Barnes with another miss.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Here's Williams, and the slam by Williams.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Pass to Quickly. It's Dick on the wing. Barnes outside, trying to end the drought. Barnes with another miss.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And here's Martin. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Barrett kicks to Barnes. It's deflected.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
And it's Martin missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And that one's good. Barnes.
3. He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And that sends Brandon Miller to the free throw line. It's on R.J. Barrett. Charlotte making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Williams. Trey Mann comes in for Martin. And Smith subbed in for Ball. And then for Toronto, Abaji's checked in. And Royce O'Neal subbed in for Grady Dick. Here's Barrett. Shoots over Mann. Rebound by Williams.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And that one goes. Incredible. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And here's Barrett. He has 5. Pass to Olynyk. To the middle. And it's Brown missing. On the wing, Mann. Fires from deep. And again for 3.
He's scorching high. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. It's Brown on the wing. Covered by Smith. Brown with the bucket.
I like the selectivity of Brown on offense, you know. He's got that mid-range jumper down pat, too.
He just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. Pass to Brown. Olynyk with it. Back to Brown. Olynyk sets a screen for Brown. Here's Abaji. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Olynyk, a screen on Smith. Pass to Abaji. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Nice vision by Brown. Very unselfish. Always plays the game the right way.
Charlotte shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Mann with it. Inside. Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Back to Brown. Pass to Abaji. Off target from outside.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Fires the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. O'Neal outside. Onside, Barrett. Brown the pass to Olynyk. Back to Brown. The screen from Brown. Barrett for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And good! There's another.
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. For 3. Good! Another from 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets, able to put on a show for the ages. Their defense has been terrific. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So it's the Hornets now. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.